Welcome to Toffee Blue View, your source for all things Everton. I'm Gerry. Max and Edward are here. You can tell who's who by looking at their little name tag thing. All right, guys, we have another. Every game right now is big for us, coming off the horrible form we've been in. This weekend, it is another big game for us. Well, we've got Swansea. Just to rattle off a little bit about their form right now. They're bottom of the table, 20th, with with 12 points. All right? Yeah, they're 3, and 11. All right? Yeah. As far as recent games, recent matches, they lost to City 0-4. They beat West Brom 1-0. Yeah, they got a win out of their past
Did they
two.
beat Swansea? West Brom.
Yeah, they beat West Brom. Yeah. Probable starting 11 for them, and this give or take one or two people. Fabianski in goal. He's a solid keeper, to be honest with you. Naughton, Fernandez, Mawson, and Mawson is a really good center back. He is a strong kid.
Left-footed or right-footed?
He plays. I think he tends to play left center back. He's a good, strong guy, and I think he gets the odd goal on set pieces as well with his head.
Yeah.
Olsen, I think it's Roque Mesa, Dyer, Key, Klukas, Jordan Ayew, and then either Wilfred Bonny or Abraham. All right?
Yeah.
Dangermen, I think we got to look out for, their strikers, Bonny and Abraham, just because they're there. Abraham leads the team in scoring with 4 goals. I guess those are Premier League goals we're talking about. And Jordan Ayew leads in assists. So he's somebody to watch out for if he's playing. I think he plays on the wing lately. And I think Routledge may or may not be an injury concern. I think there's some speculation as to whether or not he's going to be available.
Yeah.
There may be news coming out today about that. I don't know. So guys, it's a team that's not probably feeling too confident. All right, they tend to give up about 2 goals a game. 1 to 2 goals a game.
And what happened to the last team that we went up against that was bottom of the table?
I don't know. What did happen, Edward?
Oh, well, it looked like we drew 2-2.
Yeah.
And Niasse got back.
Yeah, that did happen. But you know what? Got a point. Just saying. And that was a really unfair banning. But you heard me rant about that before, so I'm not going to do it again. So, anyway, our starting 11. All right? Here's a serious question for our starting 11, though, guys, because we played midweek, all right, and he said he wants to start rotating. So is he gonna stick with the same 11, or is he gonna start plugging in some people that maybe he wants to see if he can trust?
I think it's gonna be the same 11, but Rooney and Lennon will be took out. Rooney for Davies and Lennon for Vlasic.
Edward, what do you think's happening?
I reckon he'll go back to the... See, it's whether he's going to drop Schneiderlin, because I think in this one we should be going for goals. So I would say put 2 up top, Niasse and Calvert-Lewin. I'll put those 2 in together. I'd stick with the same defence. Weirdly enough, especially being biggest critic of Williams, I'd keep him in. Martina deserves to stay in. Gay, Sigurdsson, Rooney all should stay in. So I think really the only one needs to be, that should come out is Leonard. Because I think Rooney shouldn't be dropped, really, just because of the form he's in.
It's just keeping his legs in it. I mean, that's the only reason why I'd take him off the team. You know, I know we think it was a bit of a time wasting ploy, but we did see when he came off, a bit of a hobble. So you just want to keep him fresh because you know he can win your games, and it's simple as that.
But my question is, who do you put in for him then? You know what I mean? Davies can. I always consider Davies a different type of player from him.
I know. I think he can. I think Davies, the bottom of the league. I think Davies can really take this as an opportunity to try and find his best game. Really,
And he's not a defensive player necessarily either. You know what I mean? Like he can split a defense with
He's
passes.
a box to box, isn't he?
Yeah.
And we've said it plenty of times. I mean, I know me and Gerry are big supporters of this, and he is very versatile in that he can help transition from. He can be one of them players that wins the ball back and then brings it forward.
Mm-hmm.
So against bottom of the league, I really do think this is a great chance for the likes of Davies, and again, I've mentioned Vlasic as well, because I think Vlasic is ready as well. I think he did really well when he came on against Newcastle. Caused a bit more of an attacking threat than Lennon did all game. I think. Again, there's another one. I do feel like Vlasic has Sam's eye a bit more.
It's a wonderful headache to have, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
Especially when Bolasie comes back and Barkley.
Yeah, we were talking about that. The Bolasie.
I watched it. Don't worry, I watched it.
That's a tough one. I think you talked me into Davies subbing for Rooney this weekend. I think you talked me into it. I think.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I thought they would go with a little bit more offensive player. But then when I think about Davies' game, he had numerous amazing offensive games last season. He has incisive passing ability. He does. But he's just had a few off games lately. But I think you could. What was that?
Who doesn't?
Yeah, exactly. So I think you could see him come in. You could see it's either Vlasic or I think Lennon will start on the bench too. Vlasic or Lookman. Immediately you think Lookman because he's a little short, speedy guy, and Lookman's a more natural winger than Vlasic is. But I agree. I think lately Big Sam likes Vlasic's strength, likes his grit. But is Swansea a team? I always feel like Swansea lately, with their wingers and their outside backs, they're not a tremendously physical squad. So
apart from really up top, isn't it? Really with Bonnie.
Yeah. So I
watched the game against Manchester City, and they're a side that work hard, but they just couldn't compete with the class.
No.
And again, this isn't making comparison between Everton and Manchester City, but we've got the likes of Sigurdsson. We've just been talking about it. Davies, who have the technical ability to just outclass people. So particularly at the bottom of the league, you just hope some of this technical. It's just a different level.
Yeah.
This could be one of those where we could improve our goal difference massively.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think when you look at the type of squad they are, does he want to match up and play Lookman against a team that's not overly physical? Does he think he may not be pushed off the ball as much? Or does he want to make sure we have somebody like Vlasic who's going to be strong on the ball, but maybe not? I don't know. He is. I mean, honestly, though, he can maintain possession just like Lookman can. I just feel like Vlasic is quicker. Or Vlasic is stronger. Lookman is quicker.
This is presenting itself as a typical football banana skin. I think there's opportunities there to rotate.
It's true.
But you just
we want to take it.
We can't slip.
So
we can't. We need to just make sure we get the result first and foremost. Even though the opportunity is there to rotate and as you said, potentially improve our goal difference, we just do need to ensure that we carry on this run.
Well, right now we're 4 points above the 11th place team, and
that's not so bad.
we're even with Watford, who's in 9th. So if we win and they lose this weekend, we will hop them. All right.
They've got Huddersfield.
And and Leicester's got 26th and 8th, so that's a 4 point. No, that's a 4 point jump there. One other change that could be made is in the back with Williams. I think you could easily see Jags or Keane coming in there, but I don't think we're gonna make 3 changes. I think Sam wants to keep as much of that team intact as possible. I think he will make one change though, at least.
Yeah, you see these successful teams like City, like Chelsea, like Leicester. They don't make changes to the teams, and it works for them.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, like you're saying, this is the way to go. But I would be really tempted, especially in a game like this, to put in a bit of a gamble and go Keane and Holgate.
Yeah, because that's looking like, if we manage to keep hold of them both, that's looking like what the future centre back pairing is.
Exactly, and it feels. I think it's a bit like. Though, see, Holgate and Williams work so well together because they're two different players. Holgate will play the ball out brilliantly. Williams will be the one that clears it out. Keane looks to be a bit like the player that clears it out, and him working with Holgate. Maybe why he's not worked so well with Williams is because they're both the same type of player. Him and Holgate together.
Here's the thing. The only fly in the ointment here with that is when Keane has played left center back this season. It hasn't been the best.
How many times has he done that,
though? Twice? He hasn't done it very often at all. But the fact that he's done it and it hasn't gone particularly well, he looks a little out of his element when that happens. But that could have been due to poor management at the time.
Particularly with Martina on the left. I keep saying back line. Because as Gerry's just said, there's been occasions when he's been playing the left of the pair that Keane's found himself in a bit of a situation. So
two right footers in a position.
Just to cover, you want Williams. I think it just goes to show how his form's turned around, that you actually want Williams in the team.
Yeah.
But and it's a testament to Sam and it's a testament to Williams.
Yeah.
They both worked really well, and they seem to, he seems to get the best out of Williams.
One other thing, guys, we haven't really considered, which I don't think they'll consider as much, but it is Williams' old side. And I don't know if there's any sentimentality where Williams goes. Will he go to Big Sam and say, "Look, that's my old side. I want to play," and if Sam even cares if a player says that.
I remember they were giving him a lot of abuse when we played against them last December, I think it was, something like that.
Yeah.
And they were giving him a lot of abuse. So whether he wants to still do it is another.
Who knows? I don't know.
A good question.
To be honest with you, when you hear about, you always wonder if that's even a thing, because these are professionals we're talking about. Do they say, "Can I play against my old team?" Or do they say, "Coach, you do what you want me to do, and I'm fine. Whatever, I'll deal with it." You always wonder about that kind of stuff because they're pros. Maybe they don't ask for that kind of stuff. In
a sense, I don't think Williams will care.
Yeah.
In a way, because he's that old, he's that professional. I don't think he will, to be honest.
Yeah.
He needs to get a haircut though. I'm sorry, he since Arsenal, he had his nice trimmed, but since then the dreadlocks.
So just so you know, everybody out there, Edward is now plugging a video he'll be doing on his channel soon. Everton and hair. Pretty much he'll be giving a brief 1 to 10 ranking of all the players and their hair. All right? So yeah. I'm plugging you, Edward. All right, so really quick predictions, then we got to wrap up. What's the score?
2-0.
Max has said 2-0. But he said it in a very small-mouthed way, so I barely heard him. 2-0.
Okay, I'm going to go... With my heart, I'm going to say 4-0.
4.
But with my head, I think it's going to be a 2-1. I think they'll find a way to get through, but I think... Actually, no, I'll go 1-0. 1-0 with my head, 4-0 with my heart.
All right.
You've missed that, though, haven't you?
Of course. We miss, Edward giving 4 predictions for each game, covering his bases. And I will say 2-0. The fact that they give up 2 goals, usually about 2 goals a game, they haven't been scoring a lot. We haven't been allowing a lot. That's just stats making my prediction for me. All right. So yeah. But yeah. guys, anything else about this one? Feeling all right?
No,
Surprisingly, I'm optimistic.
Yeah. We don't dread the games anymore.
just don't slip. Just don't slip up. Just
Yeah.
still manage to get the result.
You got me thinking, man. When you said classic banana skin, I was like, oh, we're talking about rotating the team. We're talking about rotating the squad, and that's so true. That's where you just screw yourself over when you start getting too optimistic and cocky.
Yeah.
So, okay.
But reality comes down and bites us on the ass one time or another. So,
Yep.
Just make sure we get the results. That's all I'm after.
Indeed.
Yeah.
All right. So, that wraps up our Swansea preview. If you're digging the videos, please subscribe. Numbers are going up. We're getting there. Give a like, give a comment. Tell us what you think the team's going to be coming up. That's cool. We'll hear you. You may say some stuff we forgot about. That works. We want to connect. Let's do this. Check out Max's writings on the Toffee Blues website. Check out Edward's YouTube channel, Jam E. James. All right? I think that's it. Gentlemen, thanks so much. Edward, welcome back. It's great to talk to you again. Max, get some sleep for goodness sake. Gents, take care. All right? Let's win.
Adios.
Let's win this coming up. All right? Bye-bye.